Hello, everyone. It's Richard Wilson here at the Family Office Club. Today we're doing an investor mandate interview with Kyle. Welcome, Kyle.
Thank you, Richard.
What type of an investment firm or investor are you?
Well, thank you very much. We are a firm which is basically in the business of taking private assets public. So
Okay.
this is the area where we specialize. As such, we do pre-IPO rounds, we do various seed rounds, but ultimate goal is for us to take an asset which is currently private public to one of the major US or Canadian exchanges.
Okay, great. And what types of geographical focus and industry focuses do you have? What's the kind of scope of your clientele?
So the clientele and scope and the pipeline is very diverse. We are known as emerging market specialists as a team in the first place. However, we do fair amount of US and Canada transactions as well. If I were to go around what we have currently, it really spans across Asia, Europe, including Eastern Europe, and Latin America.
Okay, great. And then in terms of the number one or top two industries where you could help somebody the most and be the most productive based on the past work that you've done, what would those be?
We are generalists. That means that we switch from sector to sector. However, on the team, we have people who specialize in certain sectors only. And if I were to pick 3 or 4 sectors that sort of considered to be the core of what we do, this would be technology in very general terms. That would include IT, outsourcing, cloud, engineering technology, medical technologies as well, which is very popular these days. So technology in general, this is probably number one. Number two would be natural resources, oil and gas.
Okay.
And, mining would be number 3, and I would pick also financial services, not except banking,
Right. Okay. And then most people don't have your area of expertise here on taking companies public. So you might have a different answer than most investors that we interview, but what's the number one investment lesson or insight you'd like to share that you wish you knew maybe a decade ago?
Okay, so imagine an emerging market company from one of the BRICS economy with potential EBITDA, still considered sort of mid-sized by US standards, which basically makes sense to take public in the US because of one reason being the arbitrage between the multiples at which we can negotiate the deal for our investors and our shareholders, and the multiple that we think we can get it traded in the US or Canadian market. So that arbitrage is basically what our investors are all in there for. This is why we're doing this. It's not too aggressive for the company either, because they understand that they need to take a discount to already publicly traded comparables in the market, right? So
Right.
It all makes sense because investors getting essentially a very personalized private equity deal in the public form at a good price. At a good price, and say a year or 2 years down the road, with the right positioning, with proper reporting, with definitely good news, the company can grow itself and double, triple the size.
Right. Okay, great. Well, I'm happy we got to do this interview. Out of the 80 investors we've interviewed, nobody has really talked about taking companies public, or that being their skill set, or that being the type of company they're trying to focus on for investment. Surprisingly, it hasn't really come up. So I'm glad we got to have you here as part of the interview series, and perhaps on one of our virtual investor discussion panels. It'd be great to add you to the conversation on the private equity side or direct investments, and taking into consideration that chance of going public when valuing a company and trying to see the path towards a potential exit is often something that people like to plan out before they pull the trigger on an investment. So I appreciate your time here today. And if anyone would like to get in touch with Kyle, we're happy for our team to help make that connection. If you're a member of the Family Office Club, then just let us know and we'll get Kyle and you connected. And I appreciate your time here today, Kyle.
Richard, thank you very much. I welcome everyone to getting in touch with me and Richard on that topic. And we're very open to new investors, and we're very active pursuing our deals right now.
Great. Appreciate it. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you, Richard.